sec. Hi guys, welcome to home cooking tips how to cook chili con carne from scratch. Okay, so what we need the mince. So I haven't brought that out, so I'm going to get the mince. So here's the mince, guys. Got the mince. Wash your hands as normal. Okay, everyone all right? Hopefully you enjoy my classes. Okay, so what we need to do, right, this takes about 40 minutes to cook. So if you put the oven on and roughly about 180 on the electric cooker. Okay, so what we need to do, so prep your jacket potato. It's been washed and just put some holes in it. Okay, and then get a little bit of olive oil. I like to use my hands, I do. And just cover it. I prefer the virgin oil, it's better for you. Just cover it. And then get some salt and just sprinkle it on, and then in the oven it goes. So that's cooking while that takes about 30 minutes to cook. So while we're doing that, while we're waiting, okay, so what I've done, I've got some tomatoes, 6 tomatoes, and because it takes a long time to cook, so I've basically got some tomatoes and cooked them. So basically I've got my own sauce, tomato sauce. So what you do, you pour that into a container, from a container into a container. Okay, and then baked beans, legal things, I can't show you which beans I've used. So 2 tins of baked beans, which basically helps it what you need in a chili con carne. So you pour that in. There we go. This does to about 6 people. So pour that in, and then you get one of these lovely masher things, and then you mash it all together. So because you basically want it to turn into like sort of a paste. So it all goes in lovely. So when you've done that, I'm wearing a white top. That's a bit wrong really, wear a white top with tomatoes. Hopefully I don't get any on me. Okay. So you just mash it all together so it's basically all nice and even, so you've got no lumps. And then you start adding the ingredients in. I've done the ingredients here earlier, so I'll add them in. So basically what you need, I've written them down. So here you need 1 tablespoon of chilli. Okay. No, 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 1 tablespoon of crushed chili. 2 tablespoons of mixed herbs, and a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, which gives it that flavour. There's the herbs, so 2 tablespoons of herbs, just to give it all that yummy. Once you've done that, put it all in there, and then about a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of oxo, just to give it that bit more flavour. So once you've done that, that's all this, put it all in, and you give it a good old mix. So you do that. So you leave that for a few minutes, just so that all the herbs and spices can just infuse with all that lovely tomato and beans. Next, get yourself some garlic, one garlic clove, chop it all up. This will soften the beef, so when you cook it, and then just crush it with the side of the knife, so you make it into a paste. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you just keep chopping it so it's all nice and that's it. You don't have to use mince to do chili. You can do a vegetable chili. I'll show you what I've used for like the beans and stuff. You can just use all the beans that I prepared earlier. I'll show you when I add them in. So you pour that into there and get yourself a teaspoon and pour some oil in. Some extra virgin oil. So next. And then what you need to do is get some salt. Where did I put the salt? I said it earlier, it's over here. Some salt. Okay. And your mince goes in. Rinse your hands. Then you get yourself one onion, a medium size. Cut the ends off. Probably put this on. So while it's slowly cooking. So we want the mince to slowly cook. Get all the excess skin off. I wear contact lenses, so basically it didn't affect me. It's brilliant when you wear contact lenses. So chop the onion in half. So what we need to do is basically we just want to cut them up into little small pieces. Okay. You can wash your onion, which I normally do. Just cut them up. Got the wrong knife. And just basically just slice it up into little squares. Because once it goes in the oven for 40 minutes, the onions will soften anyway, even more. And some people might like crunchy onions, but I rather have them nicely cut. So just get rid of those ones. Throw those into the pan. So I've got on number 3 at the moment. So slowly cooking. If you like loads of onions, you can just put loads of onions in if you want to. It depends on some people. So there's your onions cooked, so I'll take those and get rid of that. So there we go. It's cooking away, just give it a stir. Where's that spoon of mine? So that takes a few minutes. Then what we do, right, we go back to the sauce that I've just prepared, and you keep mashing it so it's all infused. And I'll show you in a second. It will be nice and thick. So what happens when I do my chilli in the oven, because it binds it really well. You can have chilli with rice, but I like chilli with jack potato. You can have chilli with anything you like, really. And if you want it really spicy, add more chilli. So that's what it looks like, nice and thick. Then you add in 200 grams of butter beans. So you put those in. And then you put black beans in. I've got in here, I've got a mixture of black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, loads. So below on the recipe, so there's about 6 different kind of beans. And there's about 400 grams of those, and I'm using 200 grams of butter beans. But you don't have to have beans. You can just do it just with beans, really. You know, because you've got the sauce and it's really, really thick. So when you mix it all together, like so. So it all is. So the texture should be really, really thick. And the best thing about this, you can taste it. There's no meat or anything, but you can just taste it to see if it tastes alright. That's just right for me. I don't like too much chilli. So you can taste the chilli in it. It's quite potent, but not too potent. Okay. So once you've done that, you leave that for a few minutes to settle and just to infuse a bit more. And then get yourself some cream cheese, which I've made earlier from the shop. I didn't make it, I just bought the cream cheese, to be honest. And some garlic mayo. I like garlic mayo. And I've got some garnish here, so I've cut a tomato up into a flower, and I've got some lovely spinach, some cucumber wafers, and then with some lovely chive sticks, just to give it that little bit of a je ne sais quoi. I don't know why. Okay, so just waiting for the meat to cook. It doesn't have to be fully cooked because you're going to do it in the oven for 40 minutes, like I said. So once it's gone nice and brown, and jacket potato will take half an hour. With the jacket potato, if you want to, there's no right way or wrong way of doing a jacket potato. Some people do it in the microwave for like, say, 5 minutes just to soften it, and then put it in the oven just to harden it. That's up to you. It's easy for you. What's easy? Okay. So put the lid up. Then I brought some garlic, grounded garlic. So you can use grounded garlic if you want to instead of using clove of garlic. It doesn't matter, you know, as long as it's healthy. This is probably about, I think per portion, it's probably about 300 calories because there's no artificial stuff. What you see is what you get. It's really low in calories, and beans are really good for you, you know, so which is really, really good. I'm just going to go and check the old beans. It's going lovely and brown. Virgin oil is really, really good for you. that's sweltering down lovely for me. So while that's sweltering down, so get yourself a nice casserole dish. And once that you've got a casserole dish, just put it in there. You can either, if you wanted to, you could put some greasing lining paper on it so you can put it in. So, and then it stop your bowl from being wrecked. Don't put foil in, because you'll just supposed to stick, and then you'll have all foil in your food. I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, I know that, but you know you can use greaseproof paper, so it just stops it from sticking. Well, the mince is almost done. It only takes a few minutes for it to go brown, but like I said, it don't have to be properly cooked, because the biscuits go in the oven, and you know 180 to 200 is up to you. So that's cooking as we speak. It's almost done. Okay, so that's cool. I've got a pretty cool oven, so I mean it cooks my food really quick. So you can see it's nice and brown. So I think I've done too much anyway, so I'll show you. So let's put that there for a sec. Bring that over. And then what you do with your chilli, mix, add the mince in and the onions, pour that in. Some more garlic and the salt. I don't use white salt. I don't know if you I mentioned it before. Never use white salt. So this will do to 4 to 6 people. Easy. Just mix it all in, because it's really thick. This is a so no packets or anything, this is made by yourself. So that's all mixed in. So once you've done that, you start pouring it all in. So but like I say, if you're a vegetarian, you can just use beans. Okay? There we go. Look at that. That looks lovely. And then, to give it that je ne sais pourquoi, get some of your crushed chilies. So, you can put them on top, just to give it that little bit of a kick when you bite into it. Okay? And that goes in the oven for 40 minutes. So you've preheated your oven, ready, because your jacket potatoes in there. And you can put that in for 40 minutes. And then that'll cook lovely. Okay? Make sure that you put something underneath, because I've overfilled this, so basically it's going to go everywhere. So I'll put this on another plate, so if it does spill, it don't go all in the oven. So I'll bring out the one I made earlier. So bring up the plate over. So there's my jacket potato, nice and hot, ready to eat. Just slice that in half. There we go, nice jacket potato. And what I do, get a fork and just crush it up inside. And the skin's lovely and crispy because of the oil and the salt. And just crush it, just fluff it up inside. Just give it a nice old fluff up. There you go. It's all lovely and fluffy. And then just put that there for a sec. And get this. There's the chilli that I made earlier. Turn that off for a sec. In here. Right. So, because I sprinkled the chilli on top, so look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? I'm a bit hungry today. I don't know why. So, have a double portion. Do you see that? It's just dripping all over the place there. And around the edges it looks burnt, but it's not. It's so crispy and it's quite really nice to the beans. And then you get your lovely cream cheese. I've got a lot of cream cheese, so basically it's less of the calories. And then, you know, just to give it that je ne sais quoi. Yeah. So you put that on the side of your plate. A bit of mayo just to dampen the cream cheese. And then leave that there and I'll leave that there because I like that. And then get some lovely chives. Again. And then cut them up just to give it that little, like you've been to a restaurant and you've really showing off. So there we go, guys. I'll take a picture of it, but that's how you do a homemade chilli, and it's very, very good for you. Healthy and no artificial. Okay, the only thing you're using is baked beans, which we all know baked beans are really good for you. Okay, so I just remembered with the mixed beans and that, you can get them dry and you can soak them. I soaked them for a few hours. So you can leave them overnight. I usually do. I'll just put them in water, leave them overnight so they're soaked, and then drain the water. Then they're nice and soft, ready. And then when you cook them in the oven, they're absolutely lovely. So hope you enjoy. And I will put it on my website. I'm private at the moment because I'm doing the recipes and the menus and that. So basically how to put everything together. On Friday it's salmon. So we can do steamed salmon. So if you do, I think it's going to be with some lemon and stuff. I'm not sure which kind of salmon I'm doing. I have to look on my website because I've done I think it's, how many weeks have I done? I think I've done 8 weeks of cooking. So, you know, so have a look. So I'm going to eat this now because I'm really, really hungry. So thanks for watching. So, and keep subscribing on here and watching how to cook. So, see you later, guys. Take it easy.